Hello, welcome back to 31 days of pen and wash or ink for hashtag Inktober and hashtag Washtober and several others which I think I'll mention at the bottom underneath. I've given myself a really excuse me, hard task. I've said it before, I had a sketchbook all lined up, and then I spotted these are photographic glossy paper, 6 by 4 inches, and there's 30, and I've got a smaller pack of 10 I think, which and I thought, this is the surface, I'm going to put ink on. Ink goes on for photography. I'm going to see what I can do. It is really hard. I mean, I've done some lovely messy ones. These are my favourites, absolute favourites. And these are the ones I've got so far. You've probably seen them. Oh, that one's nice. And some abstract-y ones too. But it's a very hard surface because you can't pick up a paintbrush and get some ink and go like this. It just stops it. You can't move it. So this is the background of this was just my smushing on a piece of. You have to check out my other videos, previous ones, where I put ink on and then just lay it down, and then this gets messy. So I just finished it off and thought I could see something in there. So just a very abstract. Today I'm going to do something really abstract. But it's a little bit different. I'm just playing. I haven't done this before. I just saw in my mind this very peculiar looking tree. So we're just going to go like this. Oh, lovely. And like that. Actually, I think I don't need those. That was wrong. And like I say, it's very difficult to get it off. Oh, it's because it's wet, I can just about move it. Okay, so I'm going to have green down here anyway. Now I'm going to do a little trick, put some, because it's so difficult to paint on, I'm going to do another little trick. I'm just going to do half across here on the edge, and I'm going to press down, and I'm not going to do it that way, I'm going to do it that way, and I'm hoping that we get some kind of, I wonder if I can move that a bit. Get the right paintbrush in a minute. I wonder if I can, yes, I can. So I don't need as much, I'm just trying to get the shadow on it. So not quite so much this time. And move it and that was fun. So that kind of works. I'll just spread that out a bit. You can say, what kind of tree is this? Exactly. Now I'm going to get a, I think I'll just have a little bit of greenery here. Yeah, that'll do. And I need to dry all that off because I need to put some sky in and not mess it up. So excuse me just a minute. It's amazing what you can, oh, I'm sorry I put this, what you can do when you have obstacles. Things aren't going quite the way you think, and you think, oh, I just do this, that and the other, and it turns out very differently. So I'm just going to get a little bit of blue. And this is Fader Jeans. These are Distress Oxides, and it's ink. So I'm just going to, oh, of course I smudged it there, never mind. I'm just going to take some of that white off. And that works really well. I did this in another one. I don't know if you remember. That one works really well. Now I can get my pens out and have a play. Got some new ones. This is the Dare one, the ones I got from my art shop day before yesterday. 3 for £5, bargain. Now then, I want to do a I don't know if I need that any bigger, but we're going to have a shall we have branches in there? I don't know. Let's just do and this one's coming up through here. It's a bit far away really, but it doesn't matter. I think that one's too oh, you started it now, so we'll have a spotty tree. I quite like that. This is very abstract. I had it in my head this morning and I thought, well, however it turns out, we'll just go with it, because I think this is what this October, using ink and using your pen, especially your pens, to improve your pen work, to stretch yourself, and basically, I always say it, have fun. If you don't have fun, there is no point starting, in my opinion. And it doesn't matter what capability you are in your art career, or even if you just see this and think, that looks a bit of fun, let's try this. Right, so shall we have a little bit of a fence coming down? Now fences, I have to draw straight this way. Fences shouldn't be all nice and neat. They should be all wonky, going off in the distance. And we need another one underneath, but that one's broken, that one's, and now we need some grass. And I love scribbling. There we go. So what do you think? That's one more. Now I thought of something else and I can't remember what it was. So let's get another piece of photographic paper out and we'll do a bit of smushing and see what happens again, shall we? I really like that. I'm going to do it on this rather than this, because this does get stuck on there. So we're just going to try, we're going to use this. Now this is, I've said before, this is just a filing with a white piece of paper in it so I can see what colour and where it comes up. So we're just going to do a pattern on there. We're going to do a bit of green. I don't want to contaminate it too much. I can add more. I'm going to use a little bit of brushed corduroy, which is a browny colour. Get brown in autumn. That red is not as red as I wanted it. It's fire brick, so it should be. I'm going to put some more on. And we need some yellow. Now, I've been using the oxide, but let's do antique linen. I want some shattered straw. Where is that gone? I'm going to get some different ink pads out soon. Oh, I'll just try the antique linen. No, I'm going to have to use this one. This is fantastic yellow, a really autumny yellow, so I'm just going to pop that on like that. Now, for the last 2-3 times I've done this, it turns out a complete mess, and you think, what on earth is she going to do with that? But look at that. Oh, 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 oh. Right, so I can't turn that whole thing over, so I'm going to turn this over and we'll see what happens. And lift it up. Yes, that's lovely. So I think, I can't remember what days I'm on. I'm so far behind. I need quite a bit of green in there, don't I, as well? And I'm just going to mop this up a bit. Move that, I want that green. I'm going to do a green across there. And I'm going to water that down. So it moves it. Oh yes, look, you can see it moving it. I'm going to pop some green in here, on there, and just pick some up and just drop it in. No idea what I'm doing. So this is complete guesswork. I need that smooshed out a bit more, so. Right. And now we're going to dry it. I couldn't get this effect if I just had a brush and painted it on. It's going to take a few minutes, I think. I can't see anything yet other than the kind of thing I did yesterday. So I'm going to force my hand a bit, and I think I'm going to, yeah, I think we'll have a bit of a pathway going through. See if I can get a bit of a pathway going through. What colour shall I have? Forest moss. And we want some dark in it anyway. Not exactly beautiful, is it? Right, we'll just pop drop a few dark bits. Just need some dark in here as well. It's just a matter of building it and building it and building it until we get to where we want to go. I like a bit of red. Oh, and I forgot that yesterday, because it's autumn. We need this colour kind of down here as well. And we're still messing it up. And some more yellow down here. Shouldn't be doing this really. I'm watering the ink pad down too much. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere now. But I need some brown, I think. Walnut stain. That was my spray. Can we move this? A line across there I don't like. Okay. I know you're thinking to yourself, she's completely barking. It's not going to turn out any good at all. The others didn't yesterday, the day before, and yet I managed to do something like this. Wonderful like this. As long as you put fencing and a few trees, it becomes over picture and it doesn't really matter, does it? It's quite nice running around now like that. Not too much. And this time of the year, when you go into the wood, there are different trees, all these lovely colours. It's too wet. I'll just wait till it dries off, otherwise I won't be able to use the pen on top. This isn't a heat gun, this is a hairdryer. I bought in a car boot many years ago for about 50p from the watercolours. Heat guns are a little bit fiercer and they're very noisy. This one is not as noisy as heat guns, so that's why I'm using this. Still a little bit wet around the edges. Now what on earth can I make of that? Let's go in with a pen. Put some of these away. I'm going to use a narrow one, 0.5, 0.3, just to get my bearings. So we've got a pathway going up through here, and that should be a little bit wider maybe, into the distance. And of course we're going to have some bits of greenery. And shall we have a tree starting from here, leaning in? We can we can do some hedges here, which will be greener. Need a horizon line, and then branches coming down here. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? So this will have to be a little bit greener, and this will put a colour in. So I'm just going to do the usual squiggles. If you have a look at illustrations, you'll see that each artist has their own style of doing trees and leaves, and I just find, if you see what I'm doing, I'm holding my pen halfway up. I could even hold it the long way up, and I'm not leaning on here. I'm not drawing. I'm not writing. I'm freeing my arm up and just literally doing some doodles, and that's what I like. So I'm going to go, we're going to colour this in like this, I think. Yes, that's you don't have to put a parting where that goes through if you don't want to. And one at the back. I'm going to colour that in more. Leaves here. And right, I just want a bit of the that browny one, walnut stain. Just pop a bit on there. And I'm just going to go up here. Maybe put some in here. No, that's not necessary. I don't need some. I think that's it. I think I'll call that a day. So we've got three. We've got the one that I did off camera, just finishing off. So that was day whatever it is. And then we've got this one, which is a bit of fun using this method of using these. I've got a whole box full. I've got on my other channel, my craft channel, because I use these for card making. People use them for card making. So I think I'm going to call it a day there. I'd love a thumbs up and a subscribe, and see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.